We're going to look at all these type of examples that are listed on this slide. So looking at positive, negatives, and all the way down to origins. So let's make a start. The way my slides work, I'm going to do the example on the left, which is I do. Then you're going to press pause and I've got the example on the right, which is you do. And the top of my slides tell you what kind of example this is. So in this case, we're looking at positive coordinates. So now in the first case, we've been given 2, 3. Now coordinates are written as x, y. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So in x, it is 2. So that's going to be there. And in y, it is 3, which is going to be there. So we're going to go along the corridor just to show you that. So that's 2 right there. And then we're going to go up the stairs till 3, which is y. So that coordinate is going to be there. So I just get my pen, draw that on. So press pause and I've got the example on the right. So that is x, y. X is 4. So we're going to go along the corridor, so to 4, and then we're going to go up till 6. And that is going to be right there. We're going to look at another positive example. So this time we've got 5 and 1. So we have x, y. The x-axis, we're going to go along the corridor. So along the corridor till 5, and then up the stairs to 1. So that's going to be right there. Again, press pause and have a go at the example on the right. So in this case, we have x, y, where x is 8. So we go along the corridor to 8, and then we go up the stairs till 3. Now we are looking at coordinates on axis. So we're going to write x, y again. Now in this case, x is 3. That's right there. And y is 0. So that means we do not move up. We stay where we are. So press pause and have a go at the example on the right. Again, x is 5. So it's right there. And y is 0. So we do not need to move. We stay right there. We can have another look at an example with axis coordinates. So in this case, we have x and y. X in this case is 0. But then we go up to y at 5. Again, press pause and I've got an example on the right. So x in this case is 0. And we go up the stairs a bit more. Now we are looking at positive coordinates in 4 quadrant graphs. So this graph has 4 quadrants. We have x and we have y. We still read it in a similar manner. So we go along the corridor. So in this case, along the corridor, the x-axis is this bit. And up the stairs is this whole bit. So in this case, we're going to go along the corridor to 2. And we're going to go up the stairs to 5. So that's going to be the x-axis there. And from the y-axis there, so that's going to be 2, 5. Press pause and I've got the example on the right. So that is going to be along the corridor till 3. And up the stairs to 6. With the next one, we now have a negative x. So with the negative x, if you look at the x-axis, the negatives are on this side. So we're going to go along the corridor till -2. And we're going to go up the stairs to 5. And again, hopefully you've pressed pause and how to go at this. So x is -3, which is right there. And we're going to go up the stairs till 8, which is right there. Now we've got another negative x coordinate example. So we have x and y. We're going to go along the corridor in x, which is -4 there, and then up the stairs to 2. And on the left, again, press pause and have a go. So that's x as -7 and y as +7. So that's going to be right there. And now we've got a negative y coordinate. We've got positive x and a negative y. So we're going to read the x first, as always. So the x is telling us we go there. And then now we are going to go down the stairs. So if I just rub my arrow off. So 2 is there. We are now going to go down the stairs. And that's there. So we have x and y again. Again, press pause and have a go. So we are going to go to x first, which is right there. And now we're going to go down the stairs to -7. So we have another negative y example. So we have x and y. The x is 3, which is right there. And we are going to go down the stairs to -8. So on the right, we have x as 6, which is that one right there. We are going to go down the stairs to -2. And hopefully that's what you got for your answer. And now we have got both negative x and a negative y. We're going to still read it in the exact same manner. So we're going to go to x, -4, which is right there. And then we're going to go down the stairs to -6 for x. Again, with this one, we have x and y. X is -2, so that's right there. We are then going to go down the stairs to -5, and that's that one right there. And the exact same example again, with 2 negatives. So we have x as -1, y as -3. And on the right, we have x as -8. So we go along the corridor and then down the stairs. That is there. And now we have coordinate axes. So in this case, we have x and we have y. So in the x-axis, we do not need to move. We stay right there as it's 0. And we go down the stairs to -3. And the exact same on the right, we do not need to move in the x-axis as it's 0. In y, we move down by 2. Now we have x and y. Again, it's another example of the coordinate axis. So we have x as -8, which is right there. And we have y as 0, so we do not need to move, and we stay right there. And for the right-hand side, it would be that. So we've got another example, x and y. This time x is 0, so we do not need to move. And y is 3, so that goes there. On the right-hand side, we have x is 0, and y is 6, so that goes right there. And on the left, we have got x and y. So in x, we go to 2, and then we do not need to move in y. That stays there. Now, the right one is the origin coordinate. So in x, it is 0, and y is 0, so it stays right there in the center. So here's some practice questions for you to try, covering all the examples that we've covered. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play for the answers. Here are the answers. Mark your work. And in this video, we've covered all these different types of examples. We've covered coordinate axes, positives, negatives, negative x and y, and we've also covered the origin in 2 coordinate graphs as well. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.